Sup, segment 2 of Nova Knight Ratios. This will be hopefully a significantly shorter video. Let's get right into it. 3 Gallatins. Well, actually, it's not the mandatory. It's like rares, super rares. Yeah. It's like, no, commons, super rares. Gallatin. Honest and True is mandatory at 1. I don't recommend running more than 1. I mean, there's no point to it because it re-equips and you can only control 1 at a time. I mean, granted, if you're playing a high Lancelin build or something specific, you could run 2 because you want the extra attack boost and you may not be able to get back other means. But primary decks, run 1. Like, there's no real point in running more than just 1. Never run 3. Mandatory at 1, 2, depending on what your build is. Arfadutar. Rares, super rares. These are so much prettier. Mandatory at 1 because it's another target and name, which I know the names don't matter, but target-wise, for what it does, it's amazing. You can equip it to any warrior, decrease its attack, then pop a face down. And once it pops and re-equips, it resets so you can do it again. Honest True is probably one of the strongest cards in the deck for what it does. I mean, granted, it's bad against artifacts and certain other cards, but truthfully, against trap tricks, I've just raped their field because I've summoned a Nova Knight, equipped this, and just every turn, pop something. Boop, boop, boop. Pop 4 cards, 4 turns. Granted, they drew 4 cards after that, but that was a trap hole, a solemn judgment, and 2 the special trap trick, whatever, that when you special on a monster and that monster uses effect this turn, destroy it. It's like just rapes them. So mandatory at 1, 2 depending on how bad back row format you're playing in, which before artifacts came out was like, yeah, I used main deck too. I was like, fuck your backfield. Fuck your couches. I'm going to destroy you. Now it's like, damn it. I might be artifacts. Because everybody's on that artifact deck. What are you going to do with all that junk? Caliburn. A lot of people have weird feelings on this. It's like a lot of people swear at 1 or 2, and some people are like, no, don't even run it. Super rares, promo ultra rares. I think it's staple at 1. It's like that 500 life points. It's like, oh, only 500 attack may be measly, but that is still extra 500 attack that really pushes you over most anything. And the 500 life points, that's amazing. It's like, you go Madrot this, gain 500, Madrot into Boars, re-equip, gain 500, Boars, get equips, overlay into Sacred King, re-equip Caliburn, and gain 500 again. You gain 1,500 life points turn 1. Next turn, you play again, you got a free Solemn Warning. This has literally allowed me to just last for so much longer, because it's mandatory at 1. I kind of want to run it at 2. It's mandatory at 1. You can run 2 for preference because a lot of people, such as myself, want to see it early game. Because it's just really, really great way to start a game off. It's like, yeah, I'm going to start off with 1,500 extra life points than you. Destiny. Mandatory at 2. It's like some people are like, oh, you only need 1. No, you want 2. You want 2, which, did I seriously put? Yeah, I already did Guinevere in the previous video. Mandatory at 2. Not a question, because if you open Boars with the next card, it's like summon Boars, equip, you're going to search Guinevere and both of these immediately, because there's nothing better than your opponent adding this to hand, equipping it to Boars, then equipping Guinevere to him. He cannot be targeted, cannot be destroyed by card effects or battle, and once per turn, he will kill anything that tries to attack him, which is an amazing opening move. So mandatory at 2, Destiny. 3 is really pointless. And let's see, yep. Excalibur. Mandatory at 2, I play 3. 3 is preference, 2 is mandatory. I like this third one because it allows me to rank up. It's like having 3 allows me to rank up and down twice in a match. And I do that ungodly amounts of time. Because the power to rank up or rank down and just either pop a monster or destroy back row is so good. And just run 3. Just trust me. Run 3. It's like you won't regret. If you're popping out kings left and right, just run 3. It's like we're going for the spell traps. Round table. I'll get the next 2 soon. There is no mandatory number on this. This is literally personal preference on how you're playing the deck. It's like if you're running High Lancelin, Ector, and Artorias, yeah, I recommend you play this. It's like I don't know what to say. It's like it's one of those things of there's really no ratio. It's like 1 is kind of pointless, but then again, I've been playing at 1. It's been working pretty well for me. 2 is pretty great because you see it sooner, but the problem is if you draw. I've had plenty of hands where I've drawn 2 of them. They've just been dead hand. And 3 is like, I would never want to run 3. But then again, I need to play this in real life with 2 copies because I've been playing on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, so I'll get back on you this. It's like if you're going to play it, 2 is so much more preferred. 3 is a little bit crazy, and 1 is you're just not going to see it often enough. So if you're going to play at 2, maybe 3. Second to last, Avalon. Really horrible card while not being the worst card ever. I mean, yes, some of the best artwork, without question. Target 5 Noble Knight monsters in your graveyard, including at least 1 Artorget monster and at least 1 Lancelin monster. Banish these targets, and if you do, destroy our cards on the field. Well, if your opponent DDs Crows, and this is not going to activate, and this is pretty much a dead card. Dark Hole's better. I'm going to playtest this. Like, mandatory at 0, but I'm going to playtest it just for fun and see what happens and get back to you on that. And the last card, which is a Noble Arms, but not a Noble Arms. Celestial Sword Iatus. Like, it counts as a Noble Arms. It literally has no... It gives your monster a bonus 500 attack, and honestly and truly, don't play it. It's a mandatory at 0. Don't ever play it. I have them because it's great artwork. It counts as Noble Arms, and it's fun. It's like, if this ever becomes relevant, or they make a card that depends on the number of different Noble Arms, maybe, but even then, probably not. But artwork it's pretty awesome. It's like, it's great artwork, and it counts as Noble Arms. How could I not get it? Comment, rate, subscribe. If you thought this was boring, deal with it. Later, guys.